Hi. I've been talking about the gap in foundational skills, but moreover, I've recently been commenting on the confusion about foundational skills. And I think that this is important. The corporate world as a whole seems to know what it's missing. It's aware of the gap, but they are really uncertain about how to fill this gap. Where can you go to fill this gap? But more importantly, there seems to be some confusion even knowing how to talk about this gap. There aren't the terms, it seems, readily available for understanding it. Why should that be? I think this is just part of a larger picture, and I think in order to understand this, we really need to begin looking at the educational system. Now, I don't only mean that, well, since there's a gap, right, since there's a problem, a lot of people just don't have the foundational skills they need, we could certainly be looking at the educational system and saying, why aren't they getting them, right? If there's this gap, why should it exist? That's a question to be asked, but that's not the question I want to start with tonight. I want to think about credentials instead. Why should there be this confusion about foundational skills and how to talk about it? Shouldn't the educational world be at least helping to define what these skills are? Aren't educational credentials supposed to give employers information about what kinds of skills their applicants are bringing to the job market, right? That's the job of, it's the role, it's the function of educational credentials. So I want to look at higher education here and think a little bit about what the current educational credentials that people receive are saying, right? I have a lot to say about higher education. This is the world I live in. But tonight, I just want to start with this one thing. Go to any university website and look at the list of majors, right? What are the courses of study that they offer for their undergraduates? One of the primary things that you'll notice is that they're very specific, very specialized. There are some general majors, but there are a lot of majors out there that are extremely tailored to very particular subcategories of particular industries, right? Now, my question is, what do these credentials communicate? Right? What is the purpose of these credentials? And now it seems relatively clear that these highly specialized majors are designed to say this student has the hard skills necessary to get that job, right? To take a job in this, to qualify for one of a relatively small number, perhaps, of jobs in this particular career. And if you as a student would like to broaden that or be able to apply for other jobs, you might have to go back and get another degree in order to do that, right? That's the kind of world of educational credentials that we live in increasingly, this world of specialization. Now, it's fairly clear that what these credentials are trying to do is trying to prepare students for jobs. And that's not a bad idea, right? There's nothing really wrong with that. But again, asking the question, what do these credentials communicate? It's all about the hard skills. It tells you nothing at all about the other skills that they might have learned. It says nothing whatsoever about foundational skills. No wonder we have a problem here. Right? There is a lot more to talk about here, and I'll be back soon with more.